Hi everyone. So in this video, I am going to show you my 5 favorite websites for self-study in English. Even if you have lessons with an English teacher, like myself, usually that time is limited. For some people, maybe the lessons are only once a week. So what you need to do is to be doing a little bit of English every day. Now, the number one thing that people use is Duolingo. Duolingo is very good for building your vocabulary, but not really for helping you to learn English. A lot of what Duolingo teaches you is not useful. However, if you use it as a tool for improving your vocabulary, then it's a good tool. It's a good thing to use. What I recommend to my students is that you find 5 minutes per day. That's it. You can do more, but just 5 minutes per day using one of the websites I'm going to show you will really help to take your English to the next level. So let's get started. And we're going to go straight in with reading. Okay, now, whether or not you enjoy reading, it's definitely useful to read in English. It helps you with your spelling, and it helps you to build your vocabulary as well. Okay, so the first website that I recommend is called readlang.com. You do need an account, but it's free. Okay, so you can see I've got my account here. Okay, but you can set it up and it's absolutely free. And what you're going to do is you're going to put the language that you know up at the top and the language that you're learning as well. Okay, so up until recently, I was learning Spanish. So my first language is English. I'm learning Spanish. Okay. You're going to put English here and your first language here. All right, then you're going to go to library. Okay, you can choose the level that you're at. So I would say I'm somewhere between beginner and intermediate. It does give you an idea of the levels as well here. So I would say B1 would probably be a good thing for me. So here is the story, and I can start reading. Now, when people read usually and they come across a word that they don't know, they stop, they go to the translator, they translate it, and they continue. Very frustrating, very boring. However, with this website, you just click on the word you know. So I don't know what lejano is. Okay. Ah, far from the word lejos. Okay, I do know it. All right, but I didn't know it used it in this context. Okay. Let's have a look. I don't know this word, so click it. And the English, or in your case, this will be English and this will be your first language. So it allows you to just keep reading. Okay, and we skip through. Okay, continue. Did you like this story? Yes, it was lovely. Okay, and then you can go to practice flashcards. Now, what I really like about this is that every time you click a word, this website creates a flashcard for you. So, alrededores, difficult to say, but I can play the sound if I need to hear it spoken. So let me just turn the sound on here. I should be able.
Al- alrededores.
And do I remember it? It was surroundings. Did I remember? Yes. Okay, lejano, that was far. Did I remember it? Yes. Okay, now if you go into word list, you will see that it has made a list of all of the words that I didn't know. Okay, and if I again go into practice, I can choose, let's just say 8 words. Okay, and start practice. Okay, so think. Did I remember? Yes. Now, when you click yes, the word will go to the bottom of your pile. If it's a word that you absolutely know, then you can delete it. Okay, so delete this card. All right. Yes, I know that one. Okay, and sometimes it will change it around, so it'll give you the word in your language, and you've got to use the other. I didn't remember that one. Okay, but this is a really great website to use to build your vocabulary and to practice. You can also go to EnglishEreader.net. Now, most students will buy a book that looks like this. Okay, so they'll go into an English bookstore, they'll read the back, and they'll say, oh, this sounds really interesting. And they buy it and they start reading. The problem is, it is far, far too difficult for them. And they start making notes in it. They read one chapter and then they give up. These books have been rewritten for different levels of English. Okay, so if I just click on library here, you can see it's got the different levels. All right, now I recommend that you find your level and then read one level below that. So if you are a B2, read at B1 plus. If you're a B1, read at A2. That's because it will be slightly easier and more enjoyable, but you will still learn. So I've clicked on A2, and these are all the books that are at A2. All right, and I can scroll through. If it has this symbol, you can also download the audio as well. Okay, is there anything here that I think would be interesting? I do like Sherlock Holmes, but there was no audio. Let's go for... Okay, I'm just going to pick this one. All right, now once you click on it, it will give you what the book is about. And then a bunch of words here that it thinks you won't know. Translate these before you start and have them next to you, so that as you're reading, you can just quickly glance at those when these words come up. You can download it in many different formats. So if you have a Kindle, you can download Mobi. Text, I think, will be on your phone. And as I said, you can also download the audio if you want to read and listen at the same time. Or you can read one chapter, listen to the next chapter. There's lots of different things you can do with this. Speaking of listening, there are 3 sites that I really like. The first is Lyrics Training. Now, when you type this in, it will take you to this lingo clip. And I don't know why that's the case, but just click here and it'll go through to Lyrics Training. Okay, pick a song that you like or an artist that you like. So I do like Bruno Mars, I have to admit. Okay, always go on beginner or intermediate. These 2 would be crazy. Let's go on beginner. Make sure you have choice mode rather than write mode. Write mode, you would have to type. It's more stressful. You can create a free account if you want. I don't. Let's go maybe later. And then I start playing. And we'll watch through the advert that I'm sure is going to come up at the beginning of this. Oh, there is no advert. Good. So what you've got here is you've got the words to the song at the bottom. Okay, kind of like karaoke style. And you've got 4 options here. So, listen to the song. Okay, here we go.
Oh, her eyes make the stars look like they're not shining. Her hair falls perfectly without her trying. She's so beautiful, and I tell her every day.
Now, if it's too difficult,
I know. When I compliment her, she won't believe
it will stop automatically so that you can read it. There is a timer at the top here. And okay, I know.
I know. When I compliment her, she won't believe me, and it's so sad to think that she don't see what I
Okay, so you can read through it and you can take your time. If this timer gets to 0, then it's game over. But you can go on to continue playing. All right, so if it says game over, don't just quit. You can click continue playing and it will play without that bar going across the top. Okay,
It's so sad to think that she don't see what I see. But every time she asks me,
okay. So this is a really nice website for music. I also like to go onto YouTube and access these podcasts. You type in Speak Out podcast and then your level. So that is starter, elementary, pre-intermediate, intermediate, upper intermediate, or advanced. Okay, and these are real, genuine people, not like a recording. These are real people being asked questions. So let's just watch the beginning of this one. So the BBC and this company went out onto the streets and started talking to people.
Hi, I'm Finn. I work for the BBC in London as a producer. I start work at 9:30 and usually finish around 6. What do you do?
I'm a teacher. I teach science at a secondary school.
I'm a receptionist for Camden Council in London.
I'm an English teacher, actually.
I work for the government. I'm a student.
I'm retired, yes.
I'm a graphic designer.
I teach English in Abu Dhabi.
I'm a student nurse.
Okay, so these are real people answering simple questions. Really good for exposing yourself to different accents. And finally, the best is the last one. This is the English Listening Lesson Library Online, or ELLLO.org. And these are just short videos. Again, you can go by level. Okay, I wouldn't necessarily recommend the grammar ones, but the other ones are quite good. So let's just go for B1 here. Okay, and here you can see this is Katie from England and Amy from Scotland discussing when should kids get phones. At least it should be. Let's try one more time. Maybe this link's not working. Let's try the next one. This is much better. Okay, so this is Katie from England. I'm not sure what flag that is. Oh, Venezuela. Okay, so you can listen.
So, Gilder, we're both teachers
Yes.
and we both live and work abroad, right,
Yes.
from our home countries. I'm from Scotland and you're from Venezuela.
Oh, she's from Scotland. I'm sure she won't be happy with that flag. But here is the conversation, so you can read it and listen to it as well if you want. Then there's a quiz that you can check your answers to. And then there's some vocabulary. And again, there is a little quiz at the bottom down here that you can check the answers to. Okay. Between those 5 websites, there is more than enough stuff for you to self-study every day. And if you really want to improve, then I would strongly recommend that you get started on that as soon as you can. Hope you've enjoyed this video, and I hope you'll join me again soon for another one. Take care.